Poets and songwriters are being celebrated this month. The CEO of Burlington Public Library, Lita Barrie, joins us with more on their Lyrics and Poetry Festival. And I understand there's a surprise performance in downtown Hamilton this weekend.
Or downtown Burlington.
Sorry, downtown, of course.
So yeah, we're going to be kicking off a month-long festival with a variety of poetry events with just a little bit of a pop-up in downtown Burlington over the weekend. So watch our social media for that. But our author events get kicked off on Monday. We're welcoming LT the Monk at our central library. So starting with a little bit of lyrics with a hip hop focus. And then all month long, we're going to have workshops, poets joining us in person at the library and virtually just celebrating National Poetry Month. So.
This is so cool, and all of the events are free.
Of course, yes, all free and open to everyone. So whether you're a Burlington resident and a library card holder or just interested in poetry, you're welcome to come out and register.
Because it shows that libraries aren't just books anymore, right?
No.
It's all kinds of celebration of words.
Well, and bringing those words to life. So there's nothing better than being able to hear a poet sort of speak and recite their work and share their creations with an audience, and that magic that happens when we can connect people with the work.
Because it's so personal, isn't it?
And I think, we take for granted sometimes the effect that poetry has had on our society over hundreds and hundreds of years. Poetry has been sort of a thread through our cultural fabric. And we're really excited because feel like we're seeing a resurgence in interest in poetry, whether, through the pandemic, people are starting to look for meaning or look at life in different ways, and poetry is speaking to people. And of course, lyrics as a form of poetry are an extension of that. So.
I understand you're going to have a haiku workshop.
We
are,
haiku,
yes. Even though it involves math, right? Because you've got to count those syllables.
Well, and poetry, I think, is that great blend of that math mind and that creative mind. So, because there's so much structure to putting together a poem and saying something meaningful in sort of a very succinct way.
And this is really a festival for all ages, isn't it?
All
getting
ages,
really, really young people involved, little ones.
Right from our storytime programs, we'll have rhythm and poetry embedded into our story times all month, and then really, yes, as you said, for all ages. So we're really looking forward to our wrap-up event on the 23rd. We'll have a open mic coffee house as part of that, and we'll also be welcoming Catherine Graham and Desiree McKenzie. So that blend of giving people opportunities to create and write themselves, and also have the experience of learning from established poets and lyricists.
Because there's so many people that, I don't like poetry. You just haven't found the right poetry for you, right?
Yeah. Well, and we're thrilled. One of our online events that we're going to be having, we're going to be welcoming Joseph Dandurand from BC. So he's shortlisted for the Griffin Poetry Prize, which is the most generous English language poetry prize in the world that originates from Canada. So to be able to welcome Joseph, he's going to speak about his work that's based on his own journey of resilience and his experiences in the downtown east side. So really such a huge cross-section of events that we're going to have over the course of the month. We're really excited. Okay.
Your website is just chock full of all the different events. I was like, wow, this is because I thought if it's a festival, it's going to be a week long or something. It's not. It's the entire month.
Yes, but log on quick and get registered because things are definitely filling up. So.
That's great. Okay, and watch out for the pop-up in downtown Burlington this weekend. Okay, we'll get all the details up on our website at chch.com/morninglive. Lita, thanks very much for coming in.
Thanks so much for having us.